Tonight, Carr's Isaac Frost and Def Jam bring Snoop Dogg as Crow for the final fight. For this game, the SUPL 2021-2022, Player 1, also known as Vipers, has to beat one final character on their turf, known as Kcca Football Club. And this is the Grand Arena where this battle gets to happen. One where Kcca is still unbeaten all season long and will have to make the final stand for the entire league, and more or less hand the trophy and gift wrap it and put on an address, St. Mary's Stadium, Chitende.
Yeah, there's no room for error for Kcca, like you just pointed it out. For Mole Biekwaso and his charges, they've got to put up a performance. They've got to stop Vipers in its tracks. They can't let Vipers run away with it. At least, if it's not for the fact that they may not win the title, but at least for their pride, and at least give this championship a little more time before the Vipers can start celebrating. So, for them, it's a must-win for Kcca. For Vipers, they can afford to lose this one.
The last time these two engaged in a game, it was at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende. And everybody who does remember that particular game knows it was end-to-end action. Some of the finest goals we've seen, including what may well be the goal of the season from Bobo Sigaruhanga, that thunderbolt that actually got Okello Lee the appreciation he needs for spotting it eye out. Tonight, Kcca hasn't been as sharp as they would have been on that day coming into this particular game, and the biggest worry for many is scoring goals.
I can only imagine what the players are feeling as they walk onto this ground. You can see, like you pointed it out, Kcca will come into this game with a lot of pressure. Of course, they know that for the fans out there, for the club management, they expected a lot better. At one point in time in this season, they were leading Vipers by 8 points. Where did that all get up in smoke and disappear? Those are the kind of questions that they're going to be asking themselves, and I feel that this is an opportunity for them, by the way, so I'm sure he's also sharing a lot of sentiments in this game.
Well, the setup is done and all the pre-match rituals and excitements are over. It's kickoff right here at the MTN Philip Omondi Stadium.
We really tested the young goalkeeper.
Ball whipped in! And it's the start Kcca was looking for. The boss character strikes first, and as is the norm in big games, Dennis Iguma shows up here, trademark header, put that into the back of the net. There was little that could be done. It was a twinkling of an eye, and it sets Kcca and Lugogo on fire. Game on, Kcca 1. Vipers nil.
This is what they needed. I told you, I was just warning Dennis Chigundu to be on the alert, because this, and if it had been an outswinger, there would be no chance for Guma getting to that ball. But this was brilliant play from Kcca, intelligent execution coming from Ashraf Mugume, and the finish by Dennis Guma. This is what you need from your leader, and this is what you need when you're chasing a team like Vipers. Put them on the back foot, score fast, put them under pressure, and for Kcca, this is what they need for confidence.
The ball is kept in play by Kcca. Kcca now beginning to put on the flare, and that's a foul. The referee will call for a hold to the game.
Could cause a concussion there, that headbutt. A head collision.
I thought that actually came through. Oof, head to head.
I don't think there was anything cynical about what Milton Kcca did. He was just trying to go for a fair ball. He was just trying to hit the ball away. It was just
he is extremely potent at this kind of distance. And a couple of bodies also going into that box area, so options in case he doesn't meet his mark. And he goes hard and low, and the goalkeeper keeps it out here. Milton Kcca resting fast into it.
Did he have to let it go out for a corner kick? I thought that was really very cheap of him. I just don't think he needed to let that ball go out. He needed to keep the ball alive. I thought that's why they would have stretched Kcca more.
Very good shot there coming in.
His teammate was asking for it. Was hoping
it would come to him,
exactly.
And asked why he let it run out.
That was a bad call from Milton Kcca.
Center move, looking to carve out space, gets into the box area, feeds it to Milton Kcca, crosses in, and the goalkeeper, Benjamin Ochan. Right place, right time, right decision.
Yeah, that was a good one for Benjamin Ochan coming out to collect that one. But you look at the way Kcca losing possession, somehow they struggle to pass and move the ball, something that used to be synonymous with them. I don't know if it's because it's something that they've not been doing quite frequently this season.
They get the ball on to Herbert Achai now. Achai getting it on to Brian Ahewa, who is dispossessed. Tadat in possession. Happy Anaku feeding it back. Rogers Mato back on his feet, tries to cross the ball. Not the goal intended target to Majwega. Crossing again. This time Khalid Luwadi, the captain for Vipers, averts the danger. threat still imminent. Setting it on. Nice touch. Looking for the 1-2. Floating it in. And Brian Ahemwa going for the spectacular. That would have been a goal for the Edges. That would have been the highlight reel. Ooh la la. The fans have just been denied a sensational moment here. That would have been the one we would all talk home about.
Yeah, that's the one opportunity that you're praying can hit the back of the net, because you just want to reminisce on it. But that was brilliant technique from Brian Ahemwa, and how unfortunate that it didn't hit the back of the net, even for any neutral. That's the kind
here
of...
from his opposite number, shot 3. And now to the Emperor, Manzoki. Setting it in for Yiga. Bobosi teases and sends it to the wing. The fans were already cheering. Ball crossed in! Goalkeeper! Benjamin Ochan. If anybody is totally in their zone for today's game, it's the captain and the goalkeeper. He has had a couple of those howlers all season long, and has led to a couple of shufflings in that goalkeeping area. But today, the day his team needs him the most, in these first few minutes of the game, he is top class.
The truth is that Benjamin Ochan, even for the mistakes that he makes, there's no question that he's one of the best goalkeepers in his generation, and that's not in doubt. Yes, he's made some miscounted. Incidentally, he's had more balls to pick in his area than Chigundu has since he conceded.
Here comes Disan Galiwango looking to throw out another one at him and test him, and the hitman, Yunus Junior Sentamo, is in the spell. Crosses the ball, looking for Caesar! The Emperor! Caesar Manzoki!
I saw that coming.
Try as they can, half and puff as they could, build the walls, man the gates, light up all the defenses. There's just no denying him. It's his reign, it's his empire. He's the Emperor. Caesar Manzoki restores parity.
Well, I'll tell you that I saw that coming from the time that the Kcca defenders, Jurua and of course Mato, did not press Yunus, and Yunus Sentamu had all the time in the world to breathe in, take in what he needed to take in, and then deliver that dead pass. But the marking in that central axis there, in that central defense, was pathetic. Just look at that marking. How can the man with just get that kind of free header when there's Peter Magambo, when there is of course Herbert Achai, and of course John Revita? That was poor defending from Kcca.
Jarua should have closed down better.
They should have pressed there, you can see that.
Cross, Peter Magambo should have locked down better. There's hardly much Benjamin Ochan could do.
That was a brilliant header, Jermaine. We've got to celebrate that. I felt that Caesar Manzoki continues to show what a top player he has been for Vipers, and in this league I think he's on the run in to being the player of the season.
Definitely still on the run for that golden boot, but how is that for a cross from Yunus Junior Center? Rarely do you find strikers. Is it into the path of Mugume, who sends it out here to Brian Majuega, and he should use his experience here to craft out a chance for Team Kcca. Still holding on to the ball, nobody coming close to him. Herbert Achai now tries to whip in across, miscued clearance, Zadata Naku! And he flops it! The player literally you'd want in that position. The chance you literally would want him to have. The finish you dread him to put together.
My word, I can't believe that he just missed that. And this is why you feel for the coaches there, because what do you want the coach to do in this kind of incident where a player has got a very good opportunity and he decides to fluff the lines? Kcca are going to rule this one, I can tell you, but that defending by Livingstone Mulondo, he wins the ball. That was a glorious opportunity. Kcca got
quite the home to many as a chance comes up in here and into the box area. Player goes down. The referee says that's a goal kick.
Well, it was quite suspicious. If you look at the pressure that was being put on Rogers Mato, I think you need to see the replay. I just thought that some of the things that were being done to Rogers Mato there were not unacceptable. And Vipers have got to watch out the way they are defending, because letting Mato run in behind, they can find themselves in a bit of spot of bother. You look at that could easily be a penalty. I don't see why that is not a penalty, because you look at that pressure that is coming in from Siraji.
That was a double stamp on his ankles there. That should have been a penalty on any other day.
Yeah, I think that Vipers...
But the game does continue. Sadat Happy and Aku, Brian Ahemwa. There's an opening. Ahemwa decides to go for the spectacular alone. And the referee points to the corner. Could have been an easier option if he had played it through. I think he misjudged the distance from where to shoot from. Sadat is not very happy about that particular decision. Rightly so, because two players including Ashraf Mugume, had split open.
No, I just think that KCC players sometimes are just so tentative and ponderous, and it all shows in the way they play.
Lifts a long ball forward. Intended pass here for one with a lot of agility and quite the aerial leap there, Sadata Naku, and goes to the ground. And that marks another yellow card here for Vipers Sports Club. This time, it's Disan Galiwango.
Well, I just don't think that there was anything Disan Galiwango would do there, and I feel that he's just been a very unfortunate lad here, because like he was...
Rogers Mato back to Habata Achai. Achai shuffles his way through, taking on the pack to Brian Ahebwa. Nice flick on. Achai gets to the ball. Ahebwa is in this, and here comes Mugume. Turns one way, looks for the bender, and sends it over.
He was off balance, Jermaine. There was no way he could get that ball struck on target like he might have wanted. He should have taken an extra step and measured the shot, but you could see that he was really rushing. But that was good play from KCC in opening up Vipers. That's not something that we've seen them do quite often this season, but you can see that they've done a pretty good job there.
In that moment, right there.
Probably should have set up a Hewa.
That was
there.
In that moment, right there.
Probably should have set up a Hewa.
That was KCC personified. That was spread out onto the wing. Here comes Hassan Jarua. Looks like he wants to pull the trigger from distance. But Chegundu
offense.
Halid Luwadida lifts a long ball into the 18-yard box. Brushed off a chance! And Milton Kcca! Milton Kcca gets in, scores goal number 2, and puts Roberto Oliveira in 7th heaven. Again, a free kick. Again, a cross. Again, a header. And KCC fall fully to the same mistake.
Well, I think you can see it's about the reaction. The thing about Vipers is that if you look at the way they've been pressing and stealing possession, it just is synonymous with the way they're stalling in behind to get that second goal from Milton Kcca. Somebody just switched off and he went on with the run and just did the simple thing, just not the ball. He hasn't done so much in this game, Milton Kcca. We felt that he was playing so much on and off, start-stop, and losing quite a number of balls, but the energy levels and his commitments are never in doubt. And he punishes KCC for the second time in 2 seasons. Last season, he scored the double here. Now he comes back to score the second that probably could prove to be the winner.
KCC, Sadat Happy Anaku. Anaku to Achai. Achai crosses the ball in, punched away. Almost taking out his own captain. Game anymore. But quite the marvel. Long ball in, hits the upright. And it looks like safe. Like they actually really needed him in this instance. Nice pick up here coming in from Luanga. Charles sets it out here for Habat Achai. Achai Habat crosses the ball in. Sadata Naku generating the jump, but just cannot meet it right. And it's the 89th minute. Question is, how many more minutes will be added on in this game? And is it ample time, at least, to save face, if not win the game for KCC?
Well, from this point on,
tomorrow, that was the whistle they were waiting for. This is the moment they have been working towards right from the very start. Coincidentally, their very first game this season was in this very pitch against Police FC, and their crowning moment, their culmination point, is in the same stadium.
Yeah, of course, you feel that for Vipers, this is the monumental time that you feel that they feel that the championship has been won. I don't think at the back of their minds they feel that anybody can catch them now, that they have blown KCC out of the water and carried all the 3 points from Lugogo. Like you said, in the remaining 6 games, all that Vipers need are the 6 draws. If they get the 6 draws, then that means that they will have dropped 12 points, but not enough to knock them off their patch. And it's time for them to celebrate. For the KCC fans, they spot that fallen look, a look of disappointment, a look of disgruntlement, a look of dissatisfaction about the way their team has played. For Vipers, time to celebrate. You can see clearly, it's you can see that they're off the chains, and it is joy unconfined for them at this particular moment.
If anybody has a reason why Vipers should not be declared champion, speak now or forever hold your peace. The Start Times in Ghana Premier League brought to you by MTN, the official broadcast sponsors. Full time at the MTN Philip Omondi Stadium. It's KCC FC 1, Vipers Sports Club 2.